record that?
I just started. Jared, can I get one of those good old-fashioned it's times?
Yeah.
Yeah! Let's go, boys. Welcome to the probable finale of our 14-episode Session 0. At long last. Let's pick right up where we left off. I believe, I think Blake was acting. I think Alafair was up. Not in combat, but...
Yeah, like, what was the last exact thing that happened?
Last time on Dragon Ball.
Yeah, so last time you handed him the note, he read the note, and obviously interpreted what that message meant, and told you guys to run just when the cart, like, whipped around the corner and pulled up. So this thing just spun out right in front of you guys, and 7 dudes hopped out.
Okay.
Alafair, obviously you recognize the leader.
What is his name, and do we have a picture of him?
Dude, it's up in general from last week.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Alan.
His name is Ankos Voyopoulos.
Ankos Voyopoulos. Okay.
And he is a button man for your Uncle Evram. Uncle. In quotes. Captain.
As the
whatever.
last picture you posted?
Yeah.
I will cast message on the group,
Alright.
and I'll say, stay back, follow my lead. I don't like the looks of this. And what's his name again? I'm sorry.
Ankos Voyopoulos.
Ankos. I'll slowly start to approach. Say, Ankos, what an odd time for you to show up. I just received a letter. I think I might have been set up.
So much trouble, young man. You were the only loose end. You brought 4 more. Didn't have to be this way.
Ankos, what do you mean? And I'll take another step.
I take a step back.
I take a step forward, kind of with my arms out, going to greet him. Ankos, a misunderstanding there must be. My uncle sent you. There's a trap for me in there.
Yes. I warned him you were too smart to fall for that. Unfortunately, we have to do it my way. I'll make you a promise. You and your friends here walk in the house, make it easy. I promise it'll be quick. No fanfare.
I'll kind of like drop my arms, like I'm realizing the gravity of the situation. My uncle sent you to... I see. Well, I'm foolish enough to know a man when he's backed into a corner, but would you give me the honor of at least having me die by my own blade?
It kind of like looks back at the other guys. He goes, why not?
I'll kind of put my hands up in the air, like a cop has their gun drawn.
Hmm.
I'll slowly reach into my coat, and as I do, I turn and look at all of them, and I'll just reach out and cast Obscuring Mist, and turn and chuck the fear grenade into the lot of them and go, run!
All right. Go ahead and...
As he's doing that, I cast grease on their feet.
Oh my god, nice! Okay, so that's a 10-foot square. Jared, go ahead and ping where you want the grease first.
Where is Jared on the map?
He's
I want
way
that
over
to be the middle of the square right there. Or actually, I want this to be the middle of the square.
here. Okay. So, it's gonna be... Oops.
Oh, dude, thank God I kept that grenade. I don't know, like, what the fuck. I don't know.
Alright, so 10 foot. Like that? Like all those squares are affected?
Yeah, exactly. So it affects.
And
I wanted to
then
affect as many of them as possible, so that would affect 5 of them.
where do you want the mist? Like,
Can I see the bigger map so I kind of know which way we're gonna run? Or if you want to just tell me what way we can run, I want it like in that direction, like for us to run through it as we're
okay,
making our escape.
yeah. It's gonna be back towards the left. Like you guys.
That's what I thought, because this street came down this way, right?
Yeah.
And
So
then
this
there's like a
street
turn right here.
goes like this, and your bodyguard is like way the fuck down the block that way.
Further down
Bodyguards-
this way.
Oh yeah.
So I'll cast it like here. So we're like running through it. So like just to break their line of visibility, hopefully to give us like a head start. You know what I mean?
Sure. Let me queue up Lepidstadt too, so I'll just show you guys on the actual map.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask for, but I was like, if you just
They
want to tell us.
came. What? That's a bad ping. I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. So they just came like this, right here.
You can't
And-
see.
Oh. Whoops. Like right to here. And then you guys, it's like 2 agents are back that
down
way.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so we're gonna like round. We're basically at the end of the corner. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna go this way, this way, this way, this way. Can we run in between the buildings? Is there like an alleyway?
Yeah,
No,
you can
it's
if you
just a
want.
straight line.
It's gonna
Just a
be.
straight line where we need to go.
It's gonna be a.
Well, the road is, but if there's an alleyway here, then
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
guys
you gotta
want to
do
try
it.
to lose them or whatever, there's going to be some checks and stuff. It's not just going to be like a straight run.
right. But that's why I was saying, like, if there's an alley, I want to cast the mist like at the mouth of the alley. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure you're line leading, so let me hop
Yeah.
this back over and
So if there's an alley, like let's say this is the alley right here.
to the
Okay.
right.
Then yeah, right here, like at the corner of the building, whatever the max distance for that would be.
We'll say there's another house like there.
Perfect.
All right, so let's see what's obscuring this actual range. 20 feet high. Oh. Like that?
Yep.
Right on.
Perfect.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack with that grenade. You can just click it.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
And they're greased.
Oh, man.
You see the souls just rupture out of the grenade before it even hits the group, and they just fucking swallow them.
Hold on one sec. Let's see.
Oh,
That's just one.
come on, boys.
Is that really 22 necrotic damage?
Yeah.
That is wild.
Dude, it was a little grenade full of souls.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Absolutely tormented fucking demons. Oh, I'm gonna fuck a lot of these dudes up.
3. Okay. A lot of things are going to happen at once here. So, as you say that, you reach in your coat, you turn, and you like send the mist out as you chuck the grenade sideways. The grease starts to pool underneath them as you can see Valan casting from down the street. Almost like it's slow motion. You guys see this little glass vial like tumble through the air, and you can see the swirling ghost inside. Did you throw it directly at anybody, or did you throw it at the ground?
Like at the ground right in front of them, at their
Okay.
feet.
Everyone's eyes just watch this thing like tumble and hit the pavement, and it just explodes in this cloud of. It's like unlight. It's a darkness that's lit from within. It's smoky. It's foggy. It's gray, and it just blows the skin off of everybody but Ankos as they fall to the ground dead. And he's just like crumbling.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right. Roll for initiative.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't expect that. Oh, cool. I set the initiative tracker up. Hold on. So click one of you first. Alafair, click your character on the map, and then click initiative on your sheet.
Oh, mine's not on there. I don't have a token.
You're all the way at the bottom left.
Oh, okay. I was with Widegrowl, so should I put myself over here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Why isn't it enabled?
So do
If
I
I
roll
don't,
that?
if I double click it, it says token settings, and then it says bar 1, bar 2, bar 3. Token aura.
No, you don't have to double click it. You just click it so you're highlighted.
Yeah, that's what I did, and then hit initiative.
It's not popping up for some reason now. It was working earlier. That's because
Yeah,
I'm stupid. All right, now try it.
Wow, that's so cool. The deck or whatever.
All right.
What do I do now?
So just click yourself, like click your portrait.
And then click initiative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops, I clicked intelligence like a fucking idiot.
Dude, that's the best initiative roll that Brommus has ever had.
Juiced up.
Right.
It's probably the first time you're not stoned out of your mind this campaign.
I'm high personally.
Well, that's great.
This isn't though.
It's perfect. Okay.
Medically, of course.
That's everybody for glaucoma, you know.
Eyes are hurting.
Preventative care. Making sure I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. Taking your vitamins, honestly.
Ow!
I stopped and got snacks for tonight, dude. Look at these bad boys.
Oh, the old dill pickies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab some water real quick since I'm so far down in the initiative order. Just give me 1 second.
You're good. That's obviously not Olivia. I just don't have a token set for the guy, so.
By the way, guys, we are still hauling ass. Like, this is not like a 4v1, 5v1 that.
It's probably
You
not
don't
as
think
smart.
you don't think that grenade damaged him enough?
No.
I want his armor. I want to take it off his dead body.
Bro,
We'll wait for Jared.
it'd be like fighting Petros.
Yeah, you know this guy's like the Grim Reaper, basically.
He's like the highest hired
Yeah, he's a
mercenary
killer. Yeah.
in like the underground association.
I need something.
Man has painted a few houses.
I did just wipe his whole fucking posse out.
Did you now?
Sorry, guys.
Uh-oh.
I realized I didn't have any water, and I would be very parched at the end of this.
All good, all good. Let's have everybody go ahead and roll perception.
Water's fucking frozen.
I had a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's big, like you're still looking behind you.
Mm-hmm. I'm already looking the other way running. That's why.
Trevor rolled a nat 1.
And it's a 15.
God bless. Okay. Valan, Murder Bird, and Brommus. Well, the Bird and Valan, both of you guys see a second car, like, coming from this way. It's not anywhere near you yet. Like, it's still far off, but it's coming down that side street there. Brommus, you hear the screeching of, like, the wheels, like, rotating as someone's whipping the horses, trying to get them to, like, haul ass. Alafair, you're up.
Run, boys.
Like I said, I fucking reached back, spun through the grenade, and immediately just like gone, dude. Just absolutely out of there. So I'll double move.
Right on.
What is it, 40, right?
No, it's actually okay. So I fixed the speed for everyone to. It should be 60 for you guys. It'd be 80 for Widegrowl.
All right, so I will be there.
So your double
Yoink.
move is your run.
No, it's 2 times your base speed. Run is 4 times. It has slightly different applications. Promise.
And that'll end my turn. And I'm just like, come on.
Seeing him run, I'm gonna take off and do the same thing. But I'm
Oh,
wobbling.
you're the one exception. Your base speed is 20 feet, no matter what, by default, because you're a dwarf.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go.
40 is your cap.
Run there.
All right.
And just like I'm looking at Alafair the whole time. Like, what the fuck just happened?
He still hasn't explained like what's actually going on or what the note really said or anything yet. Obviously, he hasn't had time. A lot going on. It's been a few seconds. Okay, is that all for you?
Yep, that'll be all.
All right. Drakba.
Darakb flies straight up in the air and flies over here.
It even shows whose turn it is, like in the thing. That's cool. Like
Yeah.
as you go through.
And
That's nice.
we can track buffs this way and stuff. Like so, Arcane Pool has like a 1 minute duration. We can track it in rounds or like
Nice.
Blood Rage, etc. It's pretty cool.
Darakb's freaking out too because he can hear really well. He's an owl. He's got high perception, you know. So he's freaking out after hearing all that loud noise from the grenade. I'll end his turn.
Okay. Valan.
I'm also going to hit that 1-2 step. And so now I have 60. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna book it right there, baby.
What's that? Is anyone yelling at me while you guys are running? Or-
What just happened? Run away! There's another car coming.
Good heads up.
And I'm yelling that like as I'm running around this corner so John can hear me as well. Widegrowl.
Oh, that's the other car coming.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Is it?
hang on. So it's further this way. Can't see the street behind it. All right. You're up.
All right. I see like all these ghosts and ghouls come out. I'm still in shock. Eventually, I snap out of it. And I start chasing after him, wondering what the hell all that was.
That was sort of like a Raiders of the Lost Ark, like
Yeah.
skin flensing off.
And you said I can move 80 with the double?
I think you're 80 feet, yeah.
Woo.
Because you have
Last one to move and runs past all of us.
yeah. So under normal circumstances, the obscuring mist, we're going to go over darkness tonight as a mechanic too. Normally that would stop you from moving. Anytime you can't see in a certain light level, it's treated as difficult terrain, so you can't move. You have like half speed. In our case, cause it's still forming, you guys are all right. But
Even if it's allied, that's crazy. Well, I guess that makes sense.
unless you
Like,
can
it's
see
not-
through it, so John can see through it. Someone with
don't
low
we
light
all
can
have
see
dark
through it.
vision?
Well, no, some of you have low light. So if it was dark out and you cast it, essentially all darkness and obscuring mist do is they obscure the light level by 1 degree. So you would go from dim light to darkness, and you have to have true dark vision to see in darkness.
Which, so I could, but
You and John are the only ones that have. The rest of them have low light, including Drakb.
Alright.
Couldn't we technically run around the mist though?
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have drawn the house closer, but
That's all good.
pretty much.
I was just asking you for in general for later on.
Yeah, if you have the opportunity, you can like move around and stuff. And you can do things to influence, like you can use the cantrip light. You can have a torch. Things to that effect. Dancing
Gosh, that's
lights.
hard.
Spark doesn't affect the light level any, but you could catch something on fire potentially. With whatever consequences that might bring. Alright. Is that going to end it for you, Widegrowl?
Yeah.
Sweet.
They just see me sprint past them like, what the fuck was that?
Widegrowl, pick me up. Carry me.
Oh, he's gonna have to make a save to
Yeah,
not
he's got
slip
to
in
make
the
a
grease.
reflex right now. Kind of his thing, but oof. Okay, so let me just double check
What is he making a save for?
to not
Get out of
fall
grease.
into grease.
As everyone around him just got melted. He's like,
Yeah.
oh!
Okay, creature can walk within or through the area at half normal speed with a DC 10 acro check. But I'm gonna need him to make a will save for what just happened. Okay, not a problem. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Do a real opposed roll. Oh, I rolled an 18. He is shaken. So it's going to be acro -2. See if he even can move at half speed. Oh. I'm going to roll it. There's no point. Alright, so shaken, he's going to like stagger away from his guys. He's going to get a couple of feet forward. And look around at the other car as it starts to pull up. And he's going to try to direct them. Like, that way! They went that way! You idiots! You fools! Like, looking just bewildered and terrified by what just took place. Obviously, he can't see through the mist. He's human, so... Back to Alafair.
I'm kind of like everybody's in like a area around me here.
Mhm.
I'll just kind of like reach out to everyone and just scream, or not scream, but like so everyone can hear me. He's after me. Find the guards. And I'll disguise.
Okay.
Oh.
As soon as I can find it. Oh! Oh. Wait, no, sorry. I think disguise is sense motive. Okay, hang on. DC sheet. Let me double check that just to be safe.
Yeah, please. And please be wrong.
Nope. Posed by others. Perception check results. Oh! He's shaken. That's 21.
And the mist, maybe also, right?
Well, yeah. No, that's just in general. If that's the perception for the group.
Okay.
So yeah, you're
all right.
Successfully disguised. I
We'll say
might not hold up to real scrutiny.
Right. We'll just say there's like one of those like questionable town goers like that ran and took shelters, like hiding back here. I'll run up to him and toss him a gold coin and be like, and like kind of switch clothes with him.
Nice.
I'm assuming that'll
Yeah.
take my action. I'll just move right here, like to where he is or whatever.
Well, you can move your normal movement, so it's if you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's 20 feet.
All right.
And I'll end my turn.
Promise. Oh, real quick, Alafair, do you still have the letter, or did you throw it in the plate before you left? It was kind of unclear.
The The letter that
The
I
one-
took for the
yeah,
job.
The one you sleight of hand.
I ended up.
No,
I ended
not
up
the one you burnt. The one that you stole from the old man. Yeah.
the mission letter. I still have it because I went to go put it down and you told me about the rose, and I realized that there was like a spell on it.
Mhm.
So I don't think I ever put it down, or at
Okay.
least that was my intention.
Alright.
I still have it.
I know. Promise.
You're muted.
I'm gonna run to here. I mean, I can move one more square if I move 40. And as I'm running, I'm gonna say, Alafair, what have you done? Why are they after you?
Can I speak? Can I respond out of turn in
Yeah.
combat?
Yeah, you can if it's short. It's keep it like whatever you can say in 10 seconds transpires the whole round. So
I'll just kind of grab him. They're after me. Get out of here, and like shove him. Like
As I'm running by.
yeah, but I'm hoping. I think you guys need to be running the opposite
Stepping-
way, right?
No, we need to go to the left because that's where we need to get back on the other side of the street that we were on, and then to the left.
That's what I think it's this way though, because we made a U-turn. I could be wrong.
no, it's
I
to
don't
your
know.
left.
No.
It's still to your
Oh,
left.
okay. All right. Cool. Just making sure.
Dude, I had no idea that you were throwing that grenade. I wish I would have had grease right now.
I didn't think it was gonna roll that high.
That helped out.
We got
Yeah,
enough space. We got enough space on them. I hope.
Yeah, we are hauling ass.
I
We're
did
gone.
do it. All the mooks had 20 health. So
So I'd move 5 more and then end my turn. Just one more square.
okay. Drogba.
Rock was gonna do the same thing. Follow Brommus. Stay with him.
Right on. Valan.
I'm gonna double move. So I guess I'll just get off this map, right?
Yeah, we're not. There's not gonna be another map. We're gonna go into the actual chase momentarily, but
That's the end of my turn.
right on.
I'm gonna say, pick me up, Widegrowl. As he's running.
Alright.
Do I have the strength to pick him up? Is that something I can do?
You do if you rage, but you'll be burning rounds.
Oh.
Otherwise, you can do it.
Okay.
You can do it, but you'll be making acro checks at a penalty momentarily.
Ooh. I gotta save my buddy.
No,
Oh wait, I have to use Blood Rage, or it would be an acrobatics check.
you can do it straight up, but you're gonna have harder DCs for the acro that we're about to do.
All right, you're okay. Don't pick me up there.
I don't know. He's got high acrobatics.
I got high acrobatics,
Yeah,
so
that's kind
I'm
of
gonna
his
do it
thing.
anyways.
All right, my dog.
I see him kind of struggling. I'm just like sprinting full speed, and then like as I'm running past him, I just kind of scoop him up, like from under the butt, and then I throw him onto my shoulders, and I just keep.
I'm like sitting on your shoulders like a little kid in a amusement park.
And I'm Forrest Gump running, just straight back.
All right, open us up. Hit us with an acrobatics check. Oof.
Okay. Okay.
Anybody want to burn a fate point?
Oh, do I have a fate point still?
Yeah, I have one. I've never used one. I'll burn one.
All right.
And let me do this too. What is it called? Guidance, I think.
Chase, real quick, what potion did I get? I don't know if wasn't it like a truth or a bluff buff or something? Right.
Yeah, you got a filter of glibness, which is a bluff +4.
Okay.
+1 to competence bonus on a single attack roll, saving throw, or skill check.
Yeah, you don't have to do that though. If you're gonna burn the fate point, you can use it to totally reroll for him, or you can add +8 if it's before the roll, or +4 once it's already been rolled. But you guys didn't know that, so I'll let you do the 8, which will be enough if you want.
Okay, let's do that.
But guidance would work in a similar fashion. You would just add +1 to the roll.
Right.
Is guidance a skill that?
So it's
That he
spell
has?
he has.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. How have we not used that yet?
I haven't had like the proper ability to like prepare it, and I don't realize that I can like cast stuff in between rounds. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Mhm. Like
Yeah,
instants.
You can do it out of combat if it's a level 0 spell too, and not be penalized, basically. Okay, so you scoop him up and just.
Mm-hmm. And he's hopping up on my shoulders, like kind of holding on to my ponytail, like just.
All right. Yeah, let me bump their sheet up real quick. Okay, so as this happens, one person roll perception. Who's like the person in the front?
It'd probably be me because I was ahead of everybody else, and then I double moved. And John would probably be ahead of me right now, but he did the acrobatics check.
Yeah. All right. So who's last? Alafair, you're last.
Yeah.
All right. You go ahead and make a perception roll. Okay.
2 back-to-back nat ones.
All right. Cue the Scooby-Doo music. All right. John, we'll use yours since you're technically going to be the one in front. Or we'll do Valen's first. Or do you like allow him to overtake you, or?
Valen?
Yeah, Valen, do you allow Widegrowl to overtake you?
Like,
Or you-
pass me?
Yeah, or are you kind of like, stay behind me?
He can overtake me. I'm not trying to be the leader of the pack. I'm just trying to get the fuck out of there.
Okay. Widegrowl, go ahead and hit us with another acro.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Still riding.
All right. I hate the way that skills are set up on these NPC sheets to make it so hard.
Pretty hard.
As a rock.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Okay. Fuck it. We're doing it live. It's untrained. Oh! Nat 1. Alright. I'm gonna bump us to the actual map. Let's see.
Just gonna zoom in to the little area we're on.
You guys are... so, actually, you're right here.
Yeah.
You've got to make it all the way to here. So there's gonna be like 4.
Wait, I thought our boys were right here.
Well, yeah, obviously, I'm assuming you're gonna get to them and book it back to.
Yeah, dude, like I said, there's no fighting this guy.
Yeah, but
Like-
those guys are some kind of protection, right?
Well, yeah, but there's 2 of them, and there's
Right.
a
Okay.
lot more than 7
You're right.
dudes
You're right.
on the way.
He's the head hired mercenary.
No, you guys
Yeah,
are like
he just got hit with a fucking unholy death grenade. Though.
you're like in the middle of Bed-Stuy or something right now, like or in the projects.
You mean Bedford
It's like-
Stuyvesant?
It's like The Wire when the cops
Robinson.
showed up to the project and everyone started throwing bottles and shit out of the window.
Yeah, pretty much like that. It's very clear what's happening too. All right. So yeah, you guys are like right here. Yeah, I'll say you're at the corner, so you can like round the bend and you can see the guards up ahead. Describe how you shuck and jive and get your way, like down the street through alleys. Like what's going on?
Well, Valen himself, he's just full on like Olympic sprinter, long leg striding. He looks like Tyreek Hill when he runs the 400 meters.
Tyreek's pretty good.
I sound like a dwarf on a roller coaster. I'm just riding on fucking Widegrowl's shoulders. As, as they're turning.
Rider.
And
So
Drakb-
you and Widegrowls run is kind of whimsical.
It's like Widegrowl's like 6'8", holding this 4 foot tall, thick ass dude on his shoulders. Like,
Drakb was just flying right behind me.
We're 10 feet tall and these people can easily see us.
like a dead giveaway. Do you guys wanna do anything to try and like slow your pursuers down, or like knock something over, or attempt to do something like like jink through an alley or something?
Can I also just note that I'm not following them, or at least at like the same pace? Is that? I just wanted to make sure that was like when I like switched clothes with that guy. Like I kind of wanted him, like they're chasing them, right? Is that who they're in pursuit of? Is the group?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, are you? You're sure that's the course of action you want to take, though? You want to?
I'm going to be running just in a different direction.
Okay. Make a bluff check.
I just wanted to split us up. That's why I was asking too. Is I drink that potion, or I was going to say that I'm going to drink that.
You still could, yeah, if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah. So after I like switch clothes with that guy, I like pop the potion out and just like fucking slam it, and I just roll bluff.
Yeah.
Right. What's the modifier?
+4. Which you could put as a miscellaneous modifier. Holy bat, holy dude.
My character is a little sneakster, dude.
All right. What's your like way out? How do you navigate?
All kind of. Fuck, dude. So I'm dressed up like this homeless guy, right? Is he like? I mean, like we said, is this like Baltimore? Like everyone's just like users. They're just like people on the street.
This is like the hood. It's
All
heavy foot traffic, the whole night.
So I like kind of see them coming. I'll literally slump up against the wall and like grab a needle from the street and just take my dagger and just put like a little nick in my arm and just kind of like up against the building with the needle in my hand and like have my cowl down.
All right. Right on. So I'm assuming you guys are going to head towards the guards. Let's go ahead and do another acro.
Good. I'm still here.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize. Oh,
I
Nice.
see a fruit cart in the way. I'm just sprinting. Guy pulls out in front of me like the watermelon guy from Avatar. He's like, and I do a front flip over him with or I toss Brommus up in the air, do a front flip, catch him back on my shoulders.
hell yeah! Right on. So you make it to the guards as they see this happening, and you hear like bumbling and stumbling noises, shit crashing down the street behind you, and the two guards are like, "What the fuck is going on up there?" As you're like dead sprinting towards them, like hand on their swords, like, whoa. You gotta say anything as you run past, or you like?
We made it. We're talking about right here.
Yeah, you're like basically.
Can I do a perception check to see if everybody's with us?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you notice that Alafair is deliberately lagging behind. Did you stop, Blake, or are you like?
Yeah, I'm like wanting them to run past.
Okay.
Like kind of like Aladdin, you know, you're just like ah! Like you just see him like go by the alley real quick.
I just say, well, better him than us. Let's get going, boys.
Jesus Christ.
All right. They're after the Mesmer. We must run.
Right, they'll kind of like hold their ground for a split second, and they'll see this like lynch mob of all these, hooded, like cloaked, shisty looking characters, knives out. Guys got like cleavers in their hands, pikes, blades, all that stuff, and they'll just be like, turn and start running with you. Let's get another one.
Josh, your camera's off, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
Another perception check.
No, another acrobatics.
What a legend.
When you're
Right.
good, you're good,
Holy
man.
Toledo.
I'm getting us out of here.
All right, so they're definitely gaining. You can see they're starting to gain ground. You guys are able to make it, basically up to around this point here, and there's like a crowd of people gathered in front of this building, like huddled around this stoop of this church step. How do you want to try to go through or around them? Like, we're talking 20, 30 people blocking the street.
Um, is it possible to roll intimidate and yell at them to get out of the way?
Hell yeah.
All right.
But you gotta play it out, though.
Damn, John, carry me.
That's
a push-up
initiative.
What do you do? What do you say?
They Okay, I'm running towards them. I got Brommus on my shoulders. I'm like, "Oh, come on, guys. Can you move out of the way? Move. Can you move?" And then I see no one's moving. I just yell, "Get out of the way!"
Nice. All right, so they seeing this and seeing the like lynch mob forming behind you guys, they're like, "Ah!" And they kind of scatter and make a little narrow avenue for you guys to scoot through. Go ahead and roll acrobatics again.
Fail me now.
Oof.
Oh.
Oh! All right, so you're able to go from here, basically to this thoroughfare, this corner here. Let's do one more. See what we get. If you can fully break LOS, you guys can break away. Alafair, actually, what are you doing? Hang on, before we'll hold that. That done. You there, Blake?
Hello?
Hey, sorry, my headset died.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What do you do, Alafair?
Are they're like past me?
Yeah, they're like at this juncture right here.
So
We
I'll kinda
are, right?
Yeah, the rest of the group, and the mob is
close behind you.
back there. Yeah, they're like trying to weasel their way through the crowd.
Do I have like a pretty good understanding of the map, like from what I saw? And do you want me to roll local or something? Like if I were to take a different route?
Yeah. Let's have it. See the local.
Oh,
Oof.
another natural one, dude. I know the main streets.
Yeah, you know, like the outline, but right now you're panicked. You're like trying to get away. The revelation of what the fuck is happening here is a lot to process for you. Like, you can't believe you did everything you were told. You did what you were supposed to do. You even gave them Dahlia, and like, this is too much. You can't focus. You can't think. You can still navigate the main streets, but
Gotcha.
it's up to you.
Well, I'll just get up and kind of like tuck my disguise in and like lower my hood. And I'll just say, use the shadows. And I'll start making my way down this way to try to come like around.
Okay. Let's make a stealth check. All right. You're able to. You make it about that far.
Ooh.
Go relatively unnoticed.
Can I roll perception while I'm traveling and see like if I notice if anyone's alarmed, if anything looks out of?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, this is not my strong suit, so okay.
As you navigate this kind of main thoroughfare, you're on the outside of the ghetto, essentially. You're getting some hard stares. You know, people are standing up on their front porch and like tracking you as you walk past, like with their heads are turning. Some people are mean mugging you. Some people are flinging taunts, talking shit. You hear the occasional low murmur like, there he go, man." Ayo! Ayo! Like shit like that, like little cat calls almost.
Fuck.
As far as you can tell, though, nothing direct.
Do these people that live here, would they know about what's the name again of the society?
Sczarni?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's one of their neighborhoods.
How, like, are they like respectful of it? Like, is it like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh, like everyone's trying to get in their good favor.
they're the only ones. They effectively rule Peabody. This whole section.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Okay. So back to the other guys. Let's roll acro again. All right.
It's riding on your shoulders.
Okay, so you guys are here. You're at this corner. Where do you want to go? Like, show me your route. We'll see how far we get.
Do you guys want to go straight there? You want to cut through the houses?
I think we should cut through to kind of confuse
Yeah.
them.
Try and make a turn. Because if we
All
break
right,
their
let's-
vision, then we're good, I think.
Let's cut off into the alley, so I can set you down and we can kind of assess where we're at, where they're at.
Okay, what's alley?
Can I roll a perception check to see how far they are behind us? Like, relatively?
Yeah, if you guys have already set off.
Yeah.
As he puts me down, I Widegrowl, I kiss him on both sides of his cheek and say, I've never loved an orc before. And you, I think I love you.
Kiss him on the mouth, you coward.
You're Valan, you're able to hear the clamor of the mob from like back that way. I still don't know which way you guys went. You were around this corner here, but they're like at almost the mouth.
I think we ran down this street and then like cut into like this alley.
Into that one right there. Okay.
Yeah. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Like we're trying to like switch over to the other street, you know?
Yeah.
Because that street right there cuts over onto the other street.
Yeah, that works for me. After Brommus kisses me on the cheek, I look at him like, now's not the time. We got to keep going.
Nice. All right.
And then you kiss them back.
Are you guys trying to run through the alley, or are you trying to like get your bearings for a split second, decide which way to go?
I mean, me, I just want to run through the alley.
Yeah, I'd say we're running through the alley, yeah, because we're trying to continuously move, but break their path. Like when they turn that corner, hopefully they didn't see us turn this corner, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like Jay said earlier, you guys can like knock barrels and shit over like carts.
Yeah, if you want to too, but
I don't think at this point we want to do that though in this path because we want to leave it undisturbed. Like we didn't turn down it, you know.
Yeah.
all right. Make another acrobatics.
Oh, I set him down once we got into the alley. Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we assist?
Was that was the 9? That was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll again. Ping where you're at.
It was this alley.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm like right at that intersection.
Okay. As you guys like cut, you kind of like run out into this fork right here, and you're like, oh fuck, left, right. One of the two guards like comes up and he's like, this way, follow me. And he gestures towards the left, kind of like towards this split. Let's see it again. Oof.
Oh,
Gonna last forever.
Interesting. Who's the lagging man? Who's in the back?
it ain't me, I'll tell you that much.
It's probably gonna be me because I'm the slowest and shortest legs. So,
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
fortunately. Come on, baby.
Ruh-roh.
Can't be sure if you lost him or not. We'll hop over. Alafair, what are you doing currently? You're like out this far? The outskirts of the neighborhood?
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to try to make my way down the streets again, staying as stealth as possible. I do want to keep an eye open for like any signs of the
Sczarni.
Sczarni, sorry. Any like symbols or like people that look like they might have gear to be like associated with them, or
You're kind of on the outskirts of the neighborhood. Hang on, let me give you the border.
or actually, I guess even better, people that aren't associated, like just maybe like some like someone that definitely looks like they just live there, like really low class, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like so. This is Peabody, this pinkish purple area.
Okay.
And you're
And that's the Sczarni neighborhood. Yeah, I'm like right
Yeah.
on the edge.
you're like out here.
Okay. I'm kind of looking for like that paper boy that's wandering around, just like a younger, like someone who's easily influenced or anything. Like,
All right, roll perception. All right, you're still walking. You're still headed down like that main strip.
yeah.
All right, so you get about halfway down, and you kind of finally see somebody you're looking for. It's a little, like a malnourished, somewhat impoverished preteen or teenage, you think, guy wearing a little trilby cap and a torn, ragged suit, like holding
Okay.
some papers on a street corner, like extra, extra, read all about it.
I'll walk up to him, be like, "You from this neighborhood, boy?
Born and raised.
How much for the paper?"
5 silver. But for you, I'll do it for 2.
Let's say 5 gold, and you get me to headquarters, and I'll show him the badge. Do you know where I'm talking about? Quick, boy.
Make a... It's the persuasion equivalent. Make a diplomacy roll.
Yes, finally. Oh, that's with a +7. Good golly.
I don't know, mister. It's not smart to be flashing this much coin around here. It gets to the side. You can ask for directions with local.
Oh, okay.
But he's definitely, like, he's not going to take you there, you know. He might point it out, but after that, he's like...
Even unwillingly?
I mean, what's the plan, Stan?
Would command be more appropriate or charm person?
Up to you, they'll both work.
I will also, it's kind of like a quick situation. I'm trying to go, and like I'm still feeling bad for this kid, but I gotta go. I'll just grab him and say, "There's plenty more gold. Bring me there." And like you just see like the like radio waves emanating from my hands on like his temples.
All right, gotta make a will save. She fails. Okay. What do you say?
So he kind of goes like, "Okay." All right, and I'll say, "And shadows. Remember, shadows." And I'll just kind of like follow his lead, like wherever he takes me.
Okay. He's like, right. Shadows, come on, let's get out of here. Yeah, he's like adjusting his coat, like he's all fleeked out now. Just grinning. It's probably the most money he's seen in years. Okay, well, pop on over to you guys, and hopefully this will be the last one. Johnny boy, hit me.
We're like here.
Yeah. More like up this way between those.
Okay.
Promise roll perception. Okay, you see them starting to like force their way through behind the next, like back behind you guys. They're sort of like peeking in people's yards and over their fences, and there's people you can hear like ah! as people sitting on their stoops and their porches and in their yards are like terrified by these obvious killers like marching through the street.
Is there
I
anything
turn
around
and
us?
fight.
Yeah, there's like I mean there's all kinds of there's like little carts, there's barrels, there's old rusty wrought iron fences you think you might be able to like rip off and
Widegrowl, help me! I mean, I'll help you. Let's block the road. As we like try and block off like the turn right here, like right before the road starts turning. Not
Mhm.
not
yeah, I
this
see it.
turn.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
little
this
bend
turn.
there.
Yeah, we try and block it right before that bend.
All right, you make a survival roll then. White girl, go ahead and make a strength roll.
Me strong.
Widegrowl strong.
He actually flips it over and breaks it
Yeah.
on accident.
Say you are successful. You've made a hasty but effective barricade. What's it look like?
It's there's like barrels on one side of the alleyway, and it's like a bunch of timber that we just kind of pushed over, and it landed on the barrel, so it's kind of diagonally going across the whole thing.
Nice.
There's nails there too.
You guys light it on fire, or
There's nails there.
I
Dude.
don't want to do any damage to the city or any property or anything.
Bro, this is Baltimore, bro.
you're,
Light that shit up.
Let's
You're
pretend.
you're like
Alright.
under official authority and stuff too, so it's not like
All right, fuck it then. Your boy's fucking
You just,
casting
like-
spark.
So sick.
yeah, just lights.
Just Yu Hakusho style, like fucking finger gun.
You could hear the guys on the other side like ah fuck, like chatter like go around. Let's get a final acrobatics roll.
Damn, so they gotta go like this way.
No, well the other guys do, yeah, but
Damn, that's gonna kind of all right.
Fuck.
I will give you a +8 circumstance bonus because not only did you make the barricade, but you lit it on fire in front of these guys. You 5, including the 6 if you count the other agent. You guys are in the clear, and you sort of are coming like towards this corner around the same time. Alafair and the little newsboy like emerge from this one.
Nice.
Ooh.
And you like catch each other in this big open circle. Obviously, the blue building to the left is the like post office headquarters.
Alafair, what have you done? What did
so
the note say?
they see me? They like know it's me?
Yeah, you guys like came. Well, you're not disguised anymore. You said you put your coat back on and all that stuff. So
Okay. Yeah. I'll just like kind of be like, shall we? And like point at the building. Like, can we fucking maybe not talk about this here?
all right, yeah, you guys.
And
oh, go on.
if we're gonna make it into the building, I'll kind of look at the boy and just be like, come, and grab his hand and like bring him in with us.
Okay. It's just like, yeah, sounds good. How's you doing? Man, you're big. What's up?
So we make it in.
Yeah.
Like, is there like
the-
guards like greeting us at the door? Something like,
Yeah, the two like fighter agents, they post up outside, like, kind of leaned up against the column. there's some other ones there too, obviously. Like, you guys kind
If
of make your way in.
All right.
So it's like there's no civilians there. It's after hours and such. So
Who was the like head guy that we were talking to?
a deviant, basically.
Yeah. But all right, so it's just us. All right. I mean, do you guys have any questions for me?
Yeah. So you guys like go in all the way. Go
Are we
fully?
safe?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck did you do, Alafair?
As you guys are like kind of bickering back and forth, like it just in like the common room of the headquarters, one of the two guards like goes inside and just like whispers into him, and he comes out and he goes, "What the hell happened? Are you all right?"
I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. I did everything they asked.
They?
I have other allegiances than you.
Yes, your former associates. The professor told me.
It was something about,
What did they do?
I don't know, it's something about this. And I'll pull the letter out.
He'll take it and hand it off to one of the agents.
Whoa.
While this is happening, I take a piece of
Not
paper.
to steal,
and
like to.
I know.
analyze.
Okay.
while this is happening, I take a piece of paper and sit down and I start drawing.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you draw?
I mean, I'm just starting.
Oh,
to draw.
you're in the process. Okay.
I'm just starting to draw.
Sort of time's a fluid thing in Pathfinder and RPGs.
That was like me at the tattoo shop. Can I see it, bro? It's been...
As he's telling the story, I'm drawing.
Okay, so it's like asking for obvious details of what happened to you guys in the ghetto.
There was a setup drop-off, supposed to be a secure location. I went in. The room was trapped with a shadow spell. We made our way out, and my uncle's personal right-hand hitman was there. Chased us all throughout the city. I wouldn't have made it through if it wasn't for this lad. And I kind of push him forward and say, like, maybe we have a spot for him here.
Right. Jenkins, you'll handle this, and he like points to the kid, and he goes and like sits him in the corner of the conference room. And he's like, they did what? They tried to kill you. Did you
And
know
as
who?
he says that, I'm over there like hitting my flay leaf, like as I'm drawing, I'm like making like crazy movements as I'm drawing, like my cap falls off my head. And then as he says that, I scoot back from the chair and like you hear the chair legs like scrape against the floor. And I'm like, this is what happened. And it's like the view that I had of Valan throwing the grenade and casting the obscure mist in different directions. And it shows like like the 6 bandits and Valan throwing the grenade in the opposite, or throwing the grenade at him, and then the mist in the opposite direction.
Right on.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Can I have that?
I'm like sweating from drawing it. Like my hair's like falling down my face. Like I look like I just like ran a marathon.
He'll like take all of this in for a moment and look at you, and he'll turn towards one of the analysts and he'll be like, all right, show him then. And he'll hand over like a transcript of a telegram, and he just smacks it down on the table, and he goes, we got word 4, maybe 5 hours ago. Your uncle, as he were, took the life of his boss, Osik. You know, the boss. I'm not doing a British accent. I'm supposed to be. Bloody hell. Sorry. Or sparing. No, he goes, we didn't think it was true. I mean, that's a ballsy move for a captain to make, but it seems he's running the show. That would
A
roughly,
bloody takeover.
that's what it That's what we thought, but I don't know. He was killed in broad daylight in Caliphus, of all places.
God, but still, why? He knows where my allegiances lie. There's no way he would.
Perhaps the warrant didn't realize it was rescinded yet. Couldn't afford any loose ends. Maybe the church was looking in places they'd rather not the light of day see.
Loose ends. Me.
This is not
That's what
good.
Uncle thinks of me.
Aye. Well, you've blooded them now. I doubt they'll stop until you're dead. You four with me, and he'll gesture towards like a couple of armed guys in the corner, like some pretty serious looking dudes. And he'll talk to one of the analysts, or he'll sort of like pull him aside and he'll go, "Get them to the museum. They can meet the professor there. Tell the others we march on Peabody." And he turns back and looks at you guys and he just goes, "Be careful." And they sort of like run off.
Damn. All right. To the library we go. I'm assuming there's like a safe path that we take there or
Yeah,
something?
you could take your like the normal city streets and stuff. One of the guys will guide you. It's just an analyst though. He's not a combat type.
The library, the
The museum
in
is
yellow?
this one all the way down there.
Okay.
The thing in yellow is the whole campus for the university. But
And what's at the university again? Why are we going?
this is where Valan was supposed to go, right?
Oh, okay. This
Yeah,
is his
but that's
sorry,
just
gotcha,
where-
gotcha, gotcha.
but they're opening a like Shining Crusade themed ward in the museum. Petros told you guys.
Yeah,
Which is,
that's right.
Has to do with like Erasni and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha,
And
gotcha.
he's just having you guys kill time while he gets his leg sorted out. In the meantime,
Alright.
so you
Well-
guys get there. It takes 30, 45 minutes or something. It's about 6:30, 7 o'clock. It's like nighttime now, basically. And you walk up. The museum itself is it's like a big ornate building, big steps going up to the front. And it's a weeknight, so it's not like it's a Friday, but it's not particularly like bustling or busy or anything. And you see there's like two young attendants, like a bookish, mousy looking girl, early 20s, something like that. And this guy who's trying way too hard to be like a Casanova type, but he's like all pimply and he's not dressed as well as he thinks he is. And they introduce themselves. The girl's name is Jelaine, and the boy's name is Thomas. And he just goes, "Oh, you're the professor's guests. We were told to expect you. Come in. Welcome, welcome." Sort of like leads you guys into this big lobby. There's a ticket booth and stuff, and it's not manned. So he's just like, "Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that." This is Professor Besson, and he gestures inside, and there's a fat balding guy who's like obviously babysitting these two like college kids. He's just like sneaking shots from a flask of whiskey as he does, and he goes, "Welcome. Don't break anything." Just kind of like goes back to doing what he's doing.
Oops. Didn't mean to click that.
You break everything.
Yeah.
Knock a vase off a fucking rack. Yeah. What do you guys do?
Phelan,
Mm,
these are your people, dude.
so we're just like walking into this museum exhibit.
Yeah, you're like in the lobby. It's a really big ass building. There's a
I want to do a perception check to see if I can find Petros.
Okay, you roll for it. Yeah, you look around. He's not there. There's a few staff members and stuff milling around, but it's basically just you guys, those kids, and like a skeleton crew. He said he'd meet you at 8, so still got like an hour or so to burn.
I want to go like deep into this museum where like they wouldn't even think to like look for us there.
Can I? We're at like the mouth of the museum.
Yeah.
What kind of museum is this? Like, a museum of what?
Of Galarian's history. So it's
Are
more
there-
like a cultural museum, not so much a scientific one. Well, I mean, there's anthropological, but
Would there be artifacts in this museum?
there might be, probably not after hours like this.
Can I detect magic?
Yeah, you can.
I'll kind of. I mean, we're all still a little shaken up about what happened, but we walk into this museum and I notice it, I'm sure it's nice, like marble floors and kind of very different than everywhere else we've been in
Yeah,
the city.
this is much more like upscale and prestigious.
And the like violent shift will kind of catch my eye, and I'll just start to think like, I wonder what's in here or kept here, and detect magic.
Okay. You concentrate for a few moments. Just let your awareness like seep around you. And other than yourself, Brommus, and Valan, you're not really getting much. There's just a faint aura. You know, each of you are magic. You've seen this before. You know they have obvious arcane ability, so do you. However, all around Darakb, you get this wisp of divination that's never been there before. I don't know how does detect magic manifest for you, by the way? What is it like?
I don't know. I'll imagine I kind of like. It's almost like I'm projecting, you know, like there's like a little like ghost version of me, like scouting things in the room, you know, like a faint like puff of smoke of my image, and basically like a thief, like rummaging through things to try to see. So I guess like I just kind of go up to Drogba and I touch his beak, and the image like it just like disintegrates.
Goes to sputter.
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check. Or would that be? No, that's spellcraft.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
Ails.
Oh, what the fuck's going on with the bird? Guys, my feet smell really bad. I didn't get to shower after work. I just hopped straight on the computer.
Yeah.
And you know, I sit Indian style.
That's staying in the recording for sure.
That's fine. The people need to know.
Bro, go wash your feet.
Yeah.
I could do a little sink bath, but I don't know. I just got done running through the
horse
street,
bath.
dude.
Little horse bath.
Yep. Do you guys want to watch?
Yes.
Okay. You recognize the presence of a scry spell, as in someone is watching the bird or the area around the bird.
Sense motive?
Uh,
Like, is it a protective spell? Is it
yeah,
like
go ahead and roll sense motive. Let's see. You've used, when you say protective, are you implying Petros? type.
Or just any like, is this like we're being spied on, or
Oh,
is
yeah.
this like
You
okay?
definitely would. This is not something typically done by people of the up and up. And having been around Petros like long enough when he's been slinging magic around, you know this isn't, and a deviant too. This isn't like familiar. There's a different tang to it. It tastes differently. Strange. Foreign, almost.
Not good.
Not like anything you've ever experienced, and you've seen spells like this before.
I'll use my last cast a message here.
No, your zero spells are unlimited.
Okay, perfect. I'll message the group and say we're still being watched. It's not over yet. Keep your wits about you. And I'll just leave it at that. That's not good.
Okay.
That is not, I'm glad I did that.
You guys
I was
just-
not trying to steal something.
You guys just take it at face value. You ask questions, or you're just like, all right,
Yeah.
whatever.
What do you mean we're being watched? How do you know?
Are they like communicating
Yeah,
with me?
I would assume
like
this
through
is-
message? Okay.
It's up to them. We'll see. What do you mean
I,
we're being
I say
watched?
I say out loud.
Yeah. The bird, he has an aura. I can't quite put my finger on it, but malicious in nature.
Well, you know it's a scry spell.
Would being, yeah. But
He's
like
always had an
can't,
aura
like,
about him. He's our pretty bird. Like he's radiant.
What do you mean you can't
get
put your
that.
finger on it? Did you touch Drakba?
Did you touch Darakb?
Drakba, did he touch you?
yeah.
Show me on Widegrowl where he touched you.
Show me on me where he touched you.
This
Drogba uses his
is-
wing and touches his butt.
This is not magic conjured
Are
by
you-
you or I. This is seen by the likes of someone much more powerful. We need to be careful. Please.
Shall I send Darakba for a flight?
Yeah, let him fly around.
I don't think
But,
they would be able to get us here.
out of character. I know you guys haven't really played before. Arguably the worst thing you can do in D&D and Pathfinder ever is split the party. I'm just gonna warn you now. Make of that what you will. Do what you will. Fair warning.
Especially Drogba. Like me, I don't know. Like but anyway. Yeah, just like I think we're safe here. I don't think they can reach us here. But if you see something strange, just be on your guard.
Damn, how do we remove it?
I think any of you guys have the ability to dispel this level.
No.
I think it's
That's like
third-
Claire.
It's like a third level spell, pretty sure.
All right. Well, now that I got that bit of fucking information,
A couple of minutes before this, as you're kind of like probing around, you know, the open part of the wing, the two college kids, they left to go study alone. And the professor is like asleep. He's like drunk, like passed out. In front of you guys is the first like main galley, and it's basically dedicated to Aslan and Thassalon, which is like the empire that came after Aslan fell. It's basically like Atlantis. Obviously the kids are like kind of off doing their own thing. You guys are pretty much free to walk around if you want, or go inside. There's no map or anything. It's just like it's a series of like it's a big open room, and then there's a door, and then there's another gallery and another one, and another one, so on and so forth.
I'm walking through it, like just like casually hitting my flayleaf pipe. You know, looking at the exhibits, really taking in the history of the area.
Okay. Yeah, as you see,
I'm going in too.
as you walk through, you see there's like stone cutouts of these old murals and stuff. It's very, very Greek in its inspiration. Like the statues of gods and goddesses, like partial or sketches of them, purported relics, things of that nature. Anybody who wants can go ahead and make a knowledge history check. If they want.
I'm getting really into it.
Yeah, I'm interested in this knowledge.
Okay, so nothing in particular. I mean, this is an ancient civilization. This was the origins of humanity on Galarian, going back 10,000 years. Everything tracks with what you guys have basically heard before. There was this great apex civilization, and something happened. There was some doom, some cataclysm that brought it all to its knees. And then, of course, humanity was brought back from the brink by a god named Eredin, who was dubbed the last of the Islanti. John, or Widegrowl rather, you would know, probably a little bit more than everybody else, just from your upbringing, like your understanding of the Church of the Last Man and all that. And there's a shrine, not exactly a shrine, but like a display that showcases Eredin standing next to a human pre-divinity Erasni, cast in like brass. It's old. It's got like green, where it's sort of rusted over. And you kind of like stop and pause before it for a moment before moving on.
Is there like a little card that I could read, like how they have at museums?
Yeah.
Um,
Essentially, just reiterates, what I told you. It's like
I get halfway through and then I get bored.
It's them like pre-divinity when they were mortals.
Okay. Do I feel anything from it?
It's up to you.
All right, I'm gonna close my eyes, see if I can feel anything, any sort of energy or anything like that.
Make a perception check, or no, make an Arcana check rather. For a moment, the pendant that you have it feels warmer than normal. Just for a moment, though. Like it's cool metal all the time. You're used to it. Just kind of it's like not unpleasantly warm for a split second. You think.
Okay. I just kind of rub it, like just keep moving on.
Yeah, right on.
Kind of like is that in my head? I don't know.
Cool. So in through the end of the gallery, there's another, like, it's one of those wooden doors where it's half glass on top and it has like stenciled in letters the name of the next gallery. It says, oops.
Are there other people like in here with us?
No, it's just you guys.
Okay.
I'm very worried. Like very worried.
Who? What's you guys' order?
Oh, there we go.
No, you can just tell me. It's not. There's no map. Like I said.
There we go.
I'm curious.
First.
I'm always in the back. I'm like the fucking sketchy little chihuahua dude. I'm around, you know how I am.
I kind of like museums, so I'm just kind of wandering like off to the side, looking at things.
Trying to keep up with Widegrowl.
Alafair, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Yep. Here we go. Yep, let me roll another nat 1. Yep.
Maybe you're paranoid, but you could swear you heard something from behind you. I mean, it must have been the college kids. I don't know. Probably nothing, you think.
Cool.
Probably.
Hey, Valan, when's Petros supposed to meet us here?
8 sharp.
Gotta be getting close to time.
It's only been a couple minutes.
Yeah, great.
Oh,
You guys are in, you know.
Awesome.
oh. Time's just all of a sudden moving slower. Crazy.
Awesome.
You guys make your way into the second gallery, which is it's for the country of Taldor, which is like Rome. Essentially, it's the once greatest country in Galarian, the greatest human nation, certainly. It's kind of just fallen from glory. But you see, you know, it's a big exhibit on their what they call their armies of exploration, which were basically like giant conscripted armies, millions of people that they just rocked up to unexplored lands and explored, paved the way, conquered, or murdered anybody that was there, essentially, and established the modern, you know, modern inner sea region where you guys are at, effectively. As you guys get kind of halfway through the room, all of you feel the stirring of a gentle breeze. It's not unpleasant. It's not overbearing. It's almost barely perceptible. But there aren't any windows in this or the gallery prior.
Oh, you guys feel that little mist on your tail?
God, it just got cold in here, didn't it?
Yeah.
What was that little breeze?
Bizarre.
Weird, shouldn't be.
Who is probably the most paranoid at the moment?
Me, for sure.
Let's go ahead and roll perception again.
I told all of them to be careful, and they're like, "Where did you touch Drogba?" Guys, what am I rolling? I'm sorry.
Perception. You're still. I mean, you're. You know from a nat 20 on the spellcraft too that those
That's
spells
something.
can last for hours.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll survival for me.
No.
The hackles on the back of your neck kind of are like up, like
Oh, at least I only have a -1. So.
you don't
right.
see anything. You can't shake the feeling that someone is watching or something is following you, just out of earshot, just out of the corner of your eye. But there's never anything there.
I don't even want to act on that because I feel like that would be cheating. So I'm just gonna stay paranoid and continue to follow my part.
Okay. So as you guys like peruse the gallery, it takes a couple more minutes, and there's again a door at the rear. This one's just an exit into a small hallway, and you get out and you walk maybe 5 or 10 feet, and there's a corner. And as you approach the corner, the college girl Jelaine kind of like backs around it with her back to you, and she's just like not even looking in your direction, like muttering towards herself. And as you guys bump into her, she's just like, ah! And like jumps, and she's freaked the fuck out. She can't speak. She can't like mouth what's happening. She can't do anything. She's just like, and like points towards the hallway, and she screams like, oh, I'll get the professor. I'll get help. And she just takes off past you guys. Everybody, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Well, now I know. Now
Okay.
that it's in my fucking face. God, dude.
All right. All of you see a shape like So you're at a T junction in the hallway. She just came from the right. To the left is one of the next galleys or galleries. Why I keep saying galley. But you see a shape like flit from that side of the hallway past your junction into the galley. Valan, you see Tomas, the pimply college boy. Like you recognize clearly that it's him, terrified, sprinting into the gallery.
Pants on, pants off.
Oh, pants on.
Okay, they weren't even getting into it yet.
I won't speculate.
Tomas, what's wrong?
You hear like the sound of things being like knocked into as he scrambles his way through this wing of the museum.
Fuck you too, Tomas.
You guys follow him or?
I'll leave that up to you guys.
Seems like there's a lot of things we should run from in this city.
You all run.
In this
I will
country.
sacrifice myself for the good of the party.
We're not leaving you, Valan.
I wasn't gonna do it anyway. I just wanted to sound heroic.
All right, let's fucking go.
Okay. As you approach the door again, this one it says Ustalav. It's obviously the country you guys are in. There's parts from like pre-civilization. There's parts from the golden era of the country, as it were, and it like sort of gets closer. Like the closer to the entrance, the older it is. The further back you get, the more modern it is. You make it maybe 20, 25 feet inside, and you see Tomas is stopped like this in front of a trio of these old these old standing stones that have this runic kind of primal script etched on them, and they're glowing a little bit softly. Anybody who wants can roll a history check before we continue.
God, I'm high rolling everything but perception.
That's all good.
I just find everything out when it's too late.
Widegrowl and Alafair, you know that these both predate the arrival of Soyvoda Ustav, the guy who founded the country, was like a general from Taldor. This is from like old Ustalav, like barbarians, dark gods, that kind of thing. Anybody who wants can roll Arcana.
I don't get anything else with a nat 20.
You know that they're old. You know they're standing stones.
Oh God.
As far as history goes, I guess I could say that they obviously belong to the Keelan tribes, who again, like I said, they were like Celt-like barbarians who worshipped like strange gods from beyond. That's all you've got. That's what the rumors were, you know.
What else did you want us to roll?
Arcana, anybody who wants to. So, Widegrowl, you've seen these before. You know that this is... Well, I'll wait for...
A 0.
Untrained. He doesn't have the intelligence to roll anyway.
Okay.
Oh.
Wrong character.
Bird brain.
He just shits on the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta roll it yourself.
Start scratching at it, messing up the letters.
I gotta keep 2 pages up at all times.
Yeah, Widegrowl, you've definitely seen these before. You know from legends and seeing like things that dot the countryside. This is something that the ancient Keelid people used to make called a fairy trap, which was used to like ward against hostile fae and 24. Yeah, you know something about the runes. It lets off this like extrasensory, extra dimensional, almost like the equivalent of a dog whistle, like a frequency that we can't hear but like kids can hear. If you know what I mean. There's something about it that just like enraptures people with connection, like things that are connected to the first world, to fairies. And you know, out of character, but I'll do it in and out. This ain't no Disney fairy. This is like Brothers Grimm. They're like Dark Eldar type.
Yeah, and this rock, it's like one of those gopher things that you put in the ground that
Yeah, it's like
it creates like a barrier around, like
like
with the sound.
a really mini. No, it's like more like, you know, in Skyrim when you get the perks from the standing stones. Like it's a rock that has carvings in it. It's a big like stalactite looking thing,
Mhm.
and there's like 3 of them. So as you guys like walk in, he kind of gets like shaken out of his like reverie for a moment. Everyone, go ahead and roll perception. Valan and Widegrowl, both of you guys hear the sound of something thumping, like from the Taldoran gallery that you guys came from, and the sound of like glass breaking and something moving behind you guys. It was basically a few rooms over. At the sound, Tomas like takes off at a dead sprint, like fuck, and sprints towards this plain wooden door at the back of the room. And as he gets there, he like slides to a halt. And he like pulls out this ring of keys, and he's like, and he tries like 1 and then 2 and eventually like 4 or 5 total. And he finally gets the right one, and like flings the door open and just bolts inside. As the sounds start to like grow closer from behind you guys.
Follow him.
Yeah.
I joined Tomas.
Yeah.
Blake already said that someone's watching us. Not Blake, Alafair.
Is there any way we can help him get into the door?
He's already through.
He's already through.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's just like, oh fuck, wrong one, and then he finally like gets it 3rd or 4th try.
All right. Yeah, we dart through the door immediately after him.
All right. What's the order again, roughly? I mean, who's in the front, who's in the back? That's all I need to know.
I'm in the back.
On the front.
Okay. So you guys like kick through the door. First thing you see is this is just a massive fucking warehouse. Like dozens and dozens of shelves, actually hundreds, where a lot of the, not just the artifacts, but like the exhibit pieces, the fake renderings in plaster of Paris, or the copycat paintings and stuff, and the research that the students do is like, it's on all these shelves. And imagine like the Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark thing, where they like drop the Ark off in the warehouse, where it just goes on and on and on. There's stuff everywhere, boxes everywhere. It's pretty dim in there, and you know, every 20 feet or so there's a sodium lamp like hanging down from the ceiling, maybe 10, 15 feet up. It's pretty high, it's out of reach. And the shelves themselves are almost like 10 feet tall. You know, they bracket both sides of every aisle. You guys shut the door behind you when you come in, or you leave it open?
Absolutely.
Shut it.
You lock it too?
I try, yeah.
Oh, you can. There's like a thing you can lock from the inside.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is like the storage facility for the museum itself. Everybody roll Arcana for me. Okay. Alafair and Valan, both of you guys, as you're like, this is all happening very quickly. As you guys sprint through the door and like skid around, shut it, and you're like, get out of the way, and you try to lock it behind you. You turn and you like sort of sweep the room. You guys have seen this building from the outside. You've seen the rough layout. You know that there's like a hallway to the exterior. This warehouse is massive. In fact, it's too massive. It stretches 100, 200, 300 feet past where a wall should have ended. Like, it keeps going off to your left, where there's no possible way. There's just hallway there. For some reason, this space is like radically larger than it should be. I'm gonna need a sanity roll from you two.
From me?
Yeah.
Where's that at again?
Just roll a d100.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it on here. Shits. Oh, how many did I fucking roll? Sorry. Mm-hmm. The two of you are shaking. Something's not right about this place.
I'd say, Tomas, what is this place? Where have you taken us?
As he's just like booking it. He's at this point, like every 40 or so feet, there's a break between the shelves, and there's like an aisle going sideways instead of just straight forward. And you see he kind of like just dips off to the right as soon as he gets to the end of your row. And he just keeps muttering like, "Gotta get out, gotta get out, gotta get out, gotta get out." You guys kind of like making your way with him, or are you just
Yeah,
like,
I'm chasing him.
posted up? Okay. So he kind of books it over maybe 50, 60 feet to the right, like keeps kind of zigzagging between these aisles, and you guys are probably a little bit over a quarter of the way into the room. And I'll have everybody roll perception. And now the finale begins, boys.
No.
Mm.
Oh no.
And just to clarify, let's look at your sheets. Who has dark vision and who has low light?
I have low light.
I think Alafair and Widegrowl are the only ones.
I have dark
I have-
vision for
I
sure.
have dark vision,
I have dark vision.
Oh,
and Darakb has low light.
oh, this is dark. It's dark.
Hey, Tusk brother.
Is low.
Look at Ori being a cute girl.
So, and as a reminder, it's dim light in here currently, so it's you can see, but only to your like max normal range. And again, as a reminder, dark vision grants you the ability to see in the dark crystal clear. It's just in black and white. So, as you guys kind of lose sight of Tomas for a moment, you catch him again, maybe 2-3 rows in front of you, and he skids to a halt. As he does, in sequence throughout the warehouse, each of the sodium lamps, one row at a time, with a thump, like thump, 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 thump. They just snap off, leaving you in total darkness. Those of you who have dark vision, make a separate perception check for me.
Oh god. Yes.
Widegrowl, as you look around quickly, just to get a sense of your bearings, this shouldn't be possible, but the door you came through is no longer there. First you think maybe it's a mistake, but you have a pretty good track of which way you guys have been running. Like, things have been knocked off the shelves, and there's just drywall where the door was. would you kindly roll a D100 for me? Oh my.
Oh my good or oh my bad?
You failed. All good. All right. What's everyone's reaction? What do we got going on here?
Wouldn't I have the same situation because of my perception roll?
Oh, you had a 20. I didn't see that. Okay. Yes, you too. Essentially, you both see this at the same time. Like, I would almost like you guys probably like make eye contact. Like,
Ooh?
huh? Oh yeah, it's gonna be a
The,
fail.
the door! Where's the door?
What's happening? Where are we? The room.
Boys, group up! And I'll just kind of like Moss. We're like in a circle.
Where did Tomas take us? What is going on, Tomas?
You hear him like scrambling further up ahead of you guys. Again, almost like a few aisles up and to the right, slightly. Do you guys attempt to kind of like set up a light source of some kind, or are you just gonna death balling?
He may be leading us further to a trap. And I like look around and
Roll sense motive. Say what you're gonna say, but roll sense motive.
I'm gonna look around and look for something I can light on fire for us to have vision.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
You think his Tomas's fear is genuine? Like, this is a man in the grips of full-on blind animal panic. Trying to run to ground, trying to run to safety.
Jason, do you hear me? I said I want to cast detect magic.
Oh, sorry, I did not. Okay. All right. Well, how does that manifest for you before we do anything?
My two fingers go together like this, and just radiant light sparkles out for me.
It's
It
like
creeps around.
your like arcane sense, sort of.
Yep.
All around you. First dozens, and then hundreds of spots are little speckles of like tiny magical objects. Some more mundane than others. Nothing in particular. You catch whiffs or hints of like every school of magic. I guess for you it's more of a color thing. Like, evocation is like red or orange for fire,
Mm-hmm.
etc. I mean, you're getting like little flares everywhere from things on the shelves. But there's nothing of particular note. You can tell these are just like the museum pieces, effectively.
Is there anything that's like fire magic?
Yes.
What?
Slightly ahead of you guys, on like the third shelf up, is a wand. And it's giving you that flame evocation kind of sense.
I run and go grab the wand.
Alright, make an acrobatics check.
The wand's got vibes.
Alright. Yeah, you go ahead and you kind of like scramble up and like grab it down. Go ahead and make a spellcraft check. If you wanna attempt to identify it. But
Yep.
this is
What I'm gonna
all kind of happening quickly. 22. Okay. This is a wand of fireball.
I am all.
Damn.
I just start going dun 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 dun.
Okay. All right, so Brommus, you're in the middle of doing something too. I guess this happened.
I'm looking around, looking for something that I can light on fire for us to like either create a torch.
Well, you have
or...
light as a level 0 spell. You can cast unlimited times per day. You can like light an object up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm looking for something I can light that will give us that 20 feet.
I think you create light.
No, you make something glow effectively. So yeah, there's like a
I have to touch. It says this spell causes a touched object.
yeah, there's like a let's say there's like a broken plank or something that you can hold out in front of you, or anyone can hold.
So I'll like walk. I'll like look to my side and light something, and then like walk 20 feet forward and like light something on the opposite side to just like a little radius of light.
When you pop it once, it like the other one fizzles out.
Okay, well then never mind. I just popped one right next to us to light.
All right, so the other two can effectively see as well as you can within the radius, within the 20-foot radius, as long as they stay near the plank.
Okay.
See, I lost myself for a second.
Maybe.
So as you guys are like scrambling and all this is going on, a few rows up where Tomas was, one of the lamps begins to like sputter for a second and then just snaps back on, blinking for a second until it like stabilizes. And again, it's like two aisles up to the right. Everywhere else is still dark.
Does that give us light to be able to see Tomas?
But he's not there anymore. You can see him. You catch a glimpse of him like running from there, like ah!
I got you. Okay.
You see his coattails just like taking off from that spot. You guys follow or?
Oh,
I'll leave it up to you guys.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know. At some point, we have to figure out what's going on.
And we can't just keep running.
I think we stop running.
And like Tomas,
Crazy,
like
bro.
he could be running from anything. Like he's afraid of everything.
Yeah,
Look at the
fuck
guy.
this little pimply face guy.
Like, let's figure out what the fuck's really going on.
We
Yeah.
stand and fight.
Make a
We
perception check.
stand our ground.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's
And Tetros is on his way, right?
an hour from now.
What door is he gonna use, bro?
Yeah, the door that's not there, that doesn't exist in the reality. Why is my perception button not working? There we go.
Okay. As the four of you are hyping yourselves up and acting real hard. Stand and fight. No, we hold our ground, blah, blah, blah.
I, for the record, am like, no!
I know, okay, so
No!
you excluded. All of you hear claws on concrete. Like nails rhythmically hitting the floor. Yeah. First behind you to the right, and then directly behind you and to the left, and in front of you to the left. You realize things are encircling you. You can't get a beat on them exactly just off of the nails on the floor, but they're like clearly ascending and descending these shelves. Things are falling, things are being knocked off in the process, and they're all getting closer. There's probably a dozen that you can all tell.
Never mind. We must run.
All right. I'm
Yeah, Alafair had a
already
point.
running as I see this.
I'm already gone.
You guys are all headed towards the light.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you get there, just 2 aisles straight forward, another lamp snaps on. And again, you hear like this skittering noises from all around you from behind.
Keep running.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'm
Booking it.
Yeah. All right, so you make it to this juncture, and the previous light snaps off, and at the same time, another one, this time ahead to the right, maybe 10 or so shelves up, snaps on. Same drill, I'm assuming. You guys just keep, like, booking it from lamp to lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Again, then one to the left, another to the left, another one straight forward.
I'm just running and saying, all I want to do is make it to my first day of college.
All right, so as this happens, maybe like the fourth or fifth time, you guys, the light you're standing underneath just pops off, and ahead of you, at the far wall of the warehouse, you've reached like the other side. There's about 100 feet between you and this wall. Another one of the lights snaps on, and it illuminates two different doors. Standing in front of the right door, Tomas stops, like, under the spotlight, turns and looks at you guys, and smiles widely. And he bows very deeply. And he hooks his finger in the side of his mouth and rips his skin off. And standing in front of you, if you want to check general, is a figure that looks like this as soon as it sends.
Great.
Come on, Discord, you're killing me, Smalls. There we go.
Great. A Titan. Awesome.
Well, he's about 6 foot tall, skinny, not malnourished, almost powerful in a sense. And he laughs for a moment. You guys remember? I forgot to describe this. Essentially, Tomas is maybe like 5'5", 5'4". This thing is like 6'1", 6'2". And as soon as it like does its little bit with the skin, it laughs and it just sprints through the door on the right. As the door slams, like the lamp up above sputters a few times, and when it like comes back on, the rightmost door is just gone, leaving just the left one. I'm gonna need you boys to roll a sanity check.
I hate to say it, boys, but I knew that Tomas was a little cuck lord.
Thing is, I don't think we had a choice. The real question is, are we going left or right?
Well, it's only the left
Yeah,
door. The
we
right one
can't.
door.
Well,
And he went into the right one.
We're gonna
And
have to
it
have
just-
Widegrowl
it
run
vanished
through the
behind
left
him.
door.
you know what I'm gonna do, guys? As soon as I get to college, I'm smashing this girl.
Second.
Beautiful.
Second I get there, it's on site.
Okay. All right. Alafair, Valan, and Brommus. If you were not already shaken, you are now. If you were shaken, you are frightened.
I'm scared.
Bro, out of character, I'm frightened.
Obviously, I'm assuming you guys make for the door as you hear this. These things are gaining on you from behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you get there, stenciled on the glass, you see the words Mwangi, the Forbidden Jungle, like in big bold letters like the other exhibits.
Great.
You know that obviously the Mwangi Expanse is on like the Africa equivalent continent in this setting, tens of thousands of miles from here. Who's first through the door?
That would be me.
All right. And again, to pattern, we're assuming Alafair's in the back, or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Everybody, go ahead and roll perception as you stumble through the door, like make a mad break for it. Oh boy. That's hilarious.
Wait,
Okay,
was I shaken?
Nat 20?
you already were from the door, like the when the door to the warehouse disappeared.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter anyway. Brommus and Valan, as you look back during this mad dash through the doorway, each of you individually catches a glimpse of one of the things like prowling through the darkness. It's almost serpentine in the way that it moves. It doesn't stalk so much as it skitters, but the glimpse of the form you get is somewhere between like a lion and a wolf. You can't. It's predatory, but you don't catch enough of it in the light. But what you do see, you know, is absolutely terrifying. You guys slam the door shut.
Close the door!
I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, Blake slams the door. He's the last one through.
Okay. You hear, as you do, you just hear like boom, 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 as these things like impact into the door and into the wall.
Great.
The two of you who saw these things, go ahead and also roll sanity as well again.
Right. Well, won that perception check, huh?
Alafair's low perception is really coming in handy now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing shit.
Hear no evil, see no evil, you know what I mean? Okay. As you're through the door now, oh. Lucky boys. As you're through the door, you see yourselves like emerging in the back of another one of these galleries. The walls behind you are like the walls of the museum. They're very clearly like drywall and plasterboard with wooden timbers and uprights. About 20 feet in front of you, though, is a very real jungle. Not like a terrarium, like you're in a fucking jungle. The sights, the sounds, the humidity, the smells, the animals chittering. What do you do?
I think we're gonna need a survival check from Brommus
Yes,
to
sir.
really guide us through the jungle.
Is that what we want to do? We want to go through this?
Can we
Yeah, we're
pause?
gonna
Can we
have to.
pause
We
and
got-
talk about what the fuck is going on now that we're not being chased anymore?
We got.
I'll say that. What the fuck is going on?
Some kind of magic. I have no clue.
Nothing but bad has happened to us since we got to this town, and I'm supposed to live here for fucking 4 years.
Make a sense motive roll, Valan.
Like I'm like pissed that I left the comfort of the.
Yeah, you left like luxury and like royalty for this. Maybe
For the fucking jungle.
maybe
You've already been to a crack den down the street.
yeah. There's a chance you're starting to think that Petros was onto something. Maybe your dad didn't just send you here to like learn books. Like maybe this is slip and fall school for you.
Oh yeah.
So what do you got?
They're trying to teach me how to be a slimy motherfucker.
Well, I see no way of get going anywhere but through this.
Is it safe, Dwarf?
Only one way to find out. As I just start walking into the jungle. And there.
As we enter the woods,
Promise, I think that's piss grass over there.
I'm just like walking, like not even looking down, just striding, stepping shit.
Don't let him know we're lost. Don't let him know we're lost. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Right this way.
I pull my wand out as we enter the woods and leave it by my side. Like I've got my hand on my gat on my waist, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
Okay.
I guess we slowly progress forward. Anyone
Yeah,
else want to?
Pretty much.
Anyone
you,
else want to draw their weapons?
You like meander your way through the jungle.
I have the fireball wand in my hand.
Okay, right on. Promise you realize, like, a couple hundred yards in, you're lost. You don't know your bearings. Go ahead and make another survival check. Okay, much better. So you do your thing, you sniff your sticks and finagle your way through the woods. You sort of zig and zag around, slipping over logs, through, like brush.
I pick up a broken leaf and I spit on it and I stick the two ends together and I put it back on the tree and then walk away from it.
All right. So eventually, a few hundred yards further, you guys like come out of the jungle on this cliff face, and about 80 or so feet across from you is another cliff, and spanning between the two is a massive felled tree, maybe 20 feet wide. Like, it's just huge, and it's fallen over. As you look around, there's really no other way. I mean, it's just jungle as far as you can see, literally everywhere out to the horizon for hundreds of miles, not just, feet or yards.
What the fuck?
Wait, what did you say? What did you say about the tree? Sorry.
It's like a redwood, like a felled, massive ass tree. It's knocked over, spanning between two cliffs, maybe 80 or 100 feet long. And as far as you can see, outward to the horizon for hundreds of miles, it's just jungle everywhere.
And the redwood goes across the cliffs from one side to the other?
Yeah, it spans it, clearly. Very solidly, too.
Alright, I walk across it.
Yeah, I think we better.
Let's get some acrobatics checks out of everybody but the
Oh
bird.
my fucking god.
Oh!
See ya.
Go ahead and take shaking off and roll it again. Promise. That shouldn't be possible. You're dead if that happens for real. I'm not gonna count that. Okay, that's a lot better. Alright, so Widegrowl, Promise, you guys fucking just scoot boogie, you're good to go. You're just like, yeah, hell yeah, strutting your way across.
Walk across it.
Alafair and Valan, I imagine the two of you were like, come on, shithead, go. No, you go. Like, don't fucking push me, don't touch me. As you guys are taking like one step at a time. But eventually you get across.
And then when I get on it, I straddle it with both my legs, and I'm like scooting across it.
Right on. Alright, so let's say it takes a couple minutes, but you guys are able to eventually get over there. Damn. And when you get to the other side, again, it's jungle as far as you can see, but Brommus, you pick up like the indications of a trailhead. It might not be recent, but there's definitely something, like, there's a path.
I see over there.
Hit me with another survival.
Doesn't seem like
The rest of you guys can take the shaken condition and all that off.
it's not well traveled, but there's a path.
I'm gonna trust the dwarf.
Okay. Alright, you follow the path, few thousand yards this time. I mean, you've been kind of hoofing it for a little while. And you come out into a clearing where there's this massive thundering river between you and the next area you're able to go to. Everything else, it would be miles and miles downhill to the next crossing, or miles and miles uphill to the one to the right of you guys. Spanning this is just this rickety, worn little rope bridge. Obviously someone has built as sort of swinging over the abyss. Everybody go ahead and roll perception for me. Okay. All four of you, and Drakb, you don't even have to roll, see on the other side of this river and on the other side of this rope bridge, peeking out through the tops of the trees, you guys see like this stone, this red stone and gold ziggurat, like picking up through the canopy, and you see smoke from somewhere nearby.
You know, there was an old saying back in Keonan. Ziggurats bring the thoughts, boys.
That is not what I thought you were about to say. Okay. Oh, you're gonna say where there's smoke, there's fire, but
I understand his reference better.
of course,
Yeah.
it's
Smoke
an
where
ancient
there's fire.
proverb.
It's
Yeah.
overplayed.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
To the thoughts?
You guys,
To the thoughts
I
we go.
mean,
you guys make your way across.
Yeah.
yeah, we do.
To the thoughts.
You know,
Acrobats.
it's rickety, but you make it. There's a couple close calls. It's a little sketch. At one point, it fucking like sways way out of plumb, like 10 feet to the side. You guys are just like clinging to the rope walls, but eventually you get across, and you can see, maybe 100 feet ahead. There's clearly like old pavement that the jungle's overgrown. Not pavement per se, but like bricks. There was some kind of street, some kind of thoroughfare here.
Man, this is a hell of a museum, guys.
As he says that, Brommus and Widegrowl, both of you guys go ahead and roll geography for me. Brommus, you're pretty sure you're actually in the Mwangi Expanse. Given the weird shit that's happened, what you choose to do with that information is up to you.
Elf, we're no
just-
longer in the museum.
I just
We're
go.
we're in the Mungangi
Wangi.
Expanse. Mwangi Expanse. Which is
A massive jungle in essentially tribal Africa, about 10 or 15,000 miles south of Ustalav.
we've gone through some kind of magic teleporter of some sort.
Just
We're
as
no
I
longer
thought.
in
I've seen
Lepidstadt.
pictures of the Mwangi Expanse back in Keonan. Guess what?
How much sun is beating down on me in this
the women
jungle?
wear shirts.
As you guys, as you're like crossing the rope bridge, and I would assume when you guys were making your way across the tree too, when you're not in the canopy, I mean, it's pretty bad. It's hot, it's humid, and it's bright. Very bright.
Ouch.
I'd even say you're dazzled, given your condition.
Yeah.
Unless you get under the canopies again.
No,
Once
that's
you
what I
guys
was
get
asking.
like-
Yeah,
Like
that's why I was
the,
asking.
The ziggurat complex is like under trees and stuff.
Yeah. Great.
So once you guys get close, you can see. I mean, this place is like massive. It's this huge ruined pyramid, and there's dozens of these like big stone structures nearby. And further away, you see the smoke from obviously some kind of campfire or something to that effect. Drakb, go ahead and roll perception. Oh yeah. He sees at the apex of the ziggurat that you can climb. There's a big, maybe 100-foot stone staircase that goes all the way to the top of this thing. And there's a landing. At the top of the landing is one of those museum doors, standing completely on its own, not attached to any wall. And he kind of is just like, ah! Like in its direction, you guys are all able to see it. Glass and all. Totally freestanding.
The door there, like at the museum. You think it'll take us back?
So we are in the museum.
I knew it all along.
Yep.
Alright.
No titties today.
What do you guys do?
We go in the door. I go in the door.
Yeah, I'm just ready to be out of here. Like, I'm in pain.
What's the setup?
Take me if you must, and I'll walk through the door.
The second the first one of you's foot touches the temple grounds, you hear rustling first from the bushes as you get deeper and deeper onto the pavement. And now it's like a lot of rustling. The trampling of underbrush underfoot, and then from like hundreds of people as they come streaming out of the bushes. These tribal, like, they're dressed in like hula skirts and like brush, with fetishes all over them, like little bones and things. Palm fronds decorate them. Some of them have spears, some of them have bows, some of them have blowguns. And they're going to take some pot shots at you as you run for the door. That is a misseroo.
What the fuck?
It's a miss. That one's a hit. Valan, you get dinged by one of the spears. You take 1d4 damage. Let's see what we got. You take 2 points of damage.
You motherfucker!
As you guys ascend towards the slope of the ziggurat, you see a very tall, very obviously like robed figure, like a priest or a cleric of some sort, step out of the crowd. Roll perception.
All of us?
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. The three of you, barely take notice of this guy. Alafair, something about him, you're just like, what the fuck? You turn and like squint through the sun as it breaks down through the canopy. And you see the figure like pull its hood back, and you realize it stands, at least 2, maybe 3 heads taller than all the people around it. Around his neck is this golden cobra's head pendant that makes you terrified to look at. And you realize it's not a person at all, but it's a man in like a humanoid body covered in scales with red eyes like a snake.
It's Hillary Clinton. Oh my god.
Who threw the fucking spear?
Would you go ahead and roll a sanity check for me?
Oh my god. You're shaking.
No, you passed.
Oh god.
Good for you.
That's gotta be a class 2 then.
It's just
Gotta
Blake,
be.
I think, right?
Yeah, just
One
Blake.
off, bro.
No, just Blake. He's the only one who saw it. The rest of you guys are just like, whatever, fuck it. You're like making your way through the door.
We had bad perception rolls, Jared.
That's
Good thing
good.
perception
Sometimes
worked
that's a
for you.
good
We
thing.
it saved us this time. Yeah, thank God.
The first
The
nat
one
20
time.
for no reason. Oh yeah. So as you get to the door, etched on the glass is the words Numeria, Land of Fallen Stars, and I assume you get the hell out of the jungle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're going to the next
Done
spot,
with this.
next place, I guess.
Whatever do you
Again.
mean? Okay. So as you push your way through the door, you guys find yourself in this like dusty, like dry canyon, just red rock everywhere, sand, ridges all over the place. It looks a little bit like this. And again, it's just fucking like wasteland for miles around. Everywhere you can see. As you make your way through the arches and the valleys and such, you get a couple 100 yards, and again, everybody go ahead and roll perception for me. All right, as you cross into this sort of open downslope of the valley, there's two pillars that reach up. Like, they're huge. They're rock. They're maybe 20 or 30 feet wide. These things they're massive, just fat. They sort of like slope up and form an arch with a piece on top like this. And as you guys step onto the open ground in front of it, a 50 or 60 foot long black dragon
Oh, nice.
skitters like up around and wraps itself over the arch and just goes, "You came to the wrong neighborhood, motherfuckers." And it rears back like it's gonna blow something at you when all of you hear essentially an AOL dial-up modem, like screech, as though it was right next to your head. It's enough to make you like drop to your knees. It's so powerful. Oops. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to general without me doing it. No, it didn't work. Okay. As an absolutely colossal metal scorpion like climbs up from the opposite ridge and rears back, and the dragon is just like, and they start taking pot shots at one another, completely ignoring you. You boys know the drill.
Run!
Holy shit!
Run!
There's a mega monster
Sanity roll?
fight going on.
That's a sanity roll.
What
Yeah, that's gonna be a sanity roll.
Going on?
I saw the title of the picture.
Oh, you saw the thing.
I've been reading them. It's so funny.
Oh my god.
How do you see the title of the picture?
I don't know. Just as he posted it, it was in
it's
a
like
notification.
uploading properly,
Just
yeah.
God.
Okay, so Blake and Jared pass. Guys failed.
Okay, so right click the picture, copy link, and then paste that link somewhere, and then you'll be able to see it at the end.
Got it.
Also, I can't remember. Do we know Alafair is a Dhampir?
Yeah, he told you guys in the Zone of Truth way
Okay.
back
Do
when
we?
in episode 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him like, Alafair, you don't look too good.
As this is happening, these two fucking gargantuan creatures like spear into one another. The dragon spews like 100-foot cone of acid from its mouth, like where the scorpion was, but something that big should not be able to move that fast. It sort of tackles into the dragon, and as it does, that tail starts to glow, and you just see this like beam of heat like spear down into the dragon. All of you, in the midst of this chaos, see another one of these doors, maybe like 50 yards up ahead in this rock face. I'm assuming you make a run for it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
as I'm
we just
running, I
keep-
say, "Looks like you came to the wrong neighborhood, you fucking pussy."
Well said. All right. You guys get essentially up to the entrance, and the conflict between these two guys is just rocking this valley. It's ripping it apart. A number of large rocks and like stalagmite type pieces start like clipping off the cliff faces and falling down around you. I'm gonna need a reflex save.
What the fuck, dude? What is going on?
There is reflex.
Yeah, where's reflex?
In between Fort and Will.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Boop.
Alright.
Brommus gets slammed by a boulder.
Widegrowl,
I'm
you're
right
gonna
there with you,
You can take
Brommus.
2 points of damage as it just kind of clips you. Brommus, you will take 4 points as it just like thuds into you. But you still manage to keep your feet as you guys run to the door. This time the door says employees only in big bold letters. And it opens up into this long, narrow hallway. Very long. Like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet. Clearly the museum architecture.
This looks safer.
As you shut the door, as soon as you look away, anyone who looks back, you realize the door is just gone again, and the hallway stretches endlessly behind you guys. In the hallway, again, similar to the warehouse, there's like these sodium lamps every few feet. So you guys can see totally normally. It's like pure daylight, and not daylight, but you know, fluorescent. Do you proceed forward or
Yeah.
I'd say we're still running.
still running? Yeah.
Are there doors along the hallway?
Nothing. It's just
Okay.
just bare wall and these lamps every few feet. You guys make it maybe 100 or 200 yards, and suddenly the hallway jogs left. There's nowhere else to go. As you get 50 or so feet from that corner, everybody go ahead and roll perception for me.
Oh.
Okay. Couple things are gonna happen.
Oh, great.
As soon as Alafair rounds the corner, you all hear that familiar like thump 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 as the lamps behind you guys again in sequence. Like you don't even have to look, you know they're going out. And I assume you take off at a run.
Continue running.
As Valan, Widegrowl, Brommus, and Darakb all look back, for a moment in the darkness, you see this like leonine shape kind of like prowling its way through as those things that were chasing you in the warehouse are like trying to fervently run after you. You don't get a good glimpse of the thing, but it looks kind of like this is the situation you're in. Except they're much further back from you guys.
Yeah.
Infernal.
Great.
All right, so we'll say, for expediency's sake, you guys take off at like a dead sprint. You go left and right and left again, down a 50-foot straightaway, and you come to a halt at like this T, and you have maybe 3 feet in either direction. There's a door to the left. There's a door to the right. You've got seconds before these things are on you. The door to the left says lost and found in the glass. The door to the right says administration. Take your pick, fellas.
I say administration, boys.
Let's go.
All right, who's the first one to touch? Who touches the door? Who opens it?
Oh God, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Go ahead and make a reflex save for me. Alright. So you manage to pull your hand away in time once the door itself is open, but god damn, that was hot. Like somebody left something on the stove. We get to the relevant section. So, as you guys like push through, I just imagine the 5 of you like trying to like stuff yourselves down this narrow little doorway. And you shut the door behind you. You find yourselves in this grandiose and ostentatious lobby. It's gold, it's marble, there's this tasteful art, perfect geometry, everything is in perfect symmetry. And looking around you, in every direction, you see thousands of devils waiting in line between velvet ropes, going on for miles in every direction. Let me give you a visual real quick. As you see this, you realize the doorway you came through isn't a doorway at all. It's an enormous chimney, maybe hundreds of feet wide and hundreds of feet tall, and there are flames where the door just was.
Gates to hell. Nice.
Eh, something to that effect.
Great.
My teacher always told me I'd end up here.
And as you guys are like standing there in shock, like people, devils and things are like bumping into you, and they're like, "Excuse me, sir. Pardon me, sir." Very, very orderly as they flit around you and try to move around this traffic jam you guys are causing. And after that happens a few times, all of you hear like, ahem. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
God damn it! I'm so stupid.
Okay. Valan, Widegrowl, and Brommus, you guys see this wooden desk. It's maybe 10 feet wide and easily 100 feet tall. And sitting at the top, the person who kind of like tutted you to get your attention, for you, Widegrowl, is a very familiar looking halfling man wearing a very ornate suit. For the rest of you, you just see a halfling. He sort of like looks up from this parchment that he's been writing on, and you can see the parchment itself goes back miles and miles and miles. It's like one piece of paper. Even though he's hundreds of feet up in the air, you guys can hear him clearly. And he sort of gestures towards like a little waiting area or lobby towards the bottom of the desk. And once you guys get there, he looks at Widegrowl and he just says, "I'm afraid I'll have to note this infraction on your permanent record, sir." And like dead serious starts writing on the parchment again. To the left of you guys is a buffet table, and there's a sign that says refreshments in gold leaf. And there's drinks and there's food. And good lord, it smells delicious. It looks delicious. You've been wandering for hours. You've been running through the jungle, through the desert. What do you guys do?
I'm not touching it. Boys, I know a trap when I see one. Everything's
no
fucked
trap.
here.
No trap, sir. Your guests.
Guess of what?
Of the pit.
What is the pit?
Hell, bruv. Roll religion.
Great.
Yeah, you know, it's the abyssal realm of devils, obviously. Hell, of course.
Sir?
You know enough. Oh, well. Anyone else gonna roll, or just you two?
Do I have to roll? I'll roll.
You're
Yeah.
a good Catholic boy. You don't know nothing about this shit.
Okay.
Although,
all my gods
you
are in the
smell
woods.
a familiar sulfury kind of stench, now that you think about it. Brommus and Valan, you guys know enough about legends of the pit that while they're definitely evil, they're very upfront about it. Concordance with the law and with order above all else is the most important thing to the devils. And if they said something in good faith, you can take them at their word for it.
Can I walk up to the table and roll perception on like the turkey leg I pick up, just to like I poke at it and make sure it's real?
Yeah.
I just go and grab the other turkey leg and start eating it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
as far as you can tell,
I go eat.
It's
I asked him
perfectly
how-
cooked. It's juicy.
I
As
asked
I'm
him
poking at it, I look over and I see Valan just digging into it, and I start eating.
Nice. What'd you say, Blake?
I asked him how and why we're here.
Why is anyone here? I don't know.
No, but why the fuck are we here?
You came through the portal, through the door. The exit's over there, and he points like dozens of miles away through the throngs of these lines that are just moving one at a time.
Thank you. Excuse me. And I just start like,
Go ahead and make a perception check, everybody.
Everybody. Yeah, a 12. I don't know. What the fuck?
All four of you see out of the corner of your eye. If I can find it, hang on one second. What the hell did I do with it? Hang on one sec. Well, unfortunately, it's going to have to be a two-parter. We'll end it here, but let me just find the picture. We'll go from there. Almost to the end, though.
As this is all happening, I'm just eating a chocolate mousse, and it's just covering my face everywhere. It's like all over my armor and everything.
You're like a kid at a birthday party eating cake, just like completely
Yeah.
covered in it.
I swear I had this saved. Sorry, hang on one sec. Alright, so emerging from a series of shadows that are all curiously at right angles, you guys see, at last, the things that have been pursuing you through the dark. As a dozen or so of these bad boys, each about the size of a lion, kind of creeps its way onto the marble floor.
great.
As you say that, the halfling like pauses and looks down. His little spectacles like over the bridge of his nose. Confused for a second, and he goes, "Interlopers, here!" As four bearded devils spawn with pikes in their hands. I thought I had that saved too, but I don't. Yeah, what's that?
Four fucking Aatroxes.
Basically, yeah. Hopefully this uploads properly. Oh, it does. And steps up alongside you guys to confront the threat. And we will conclude
Oh,
next time.
Wow. That's so
Oh.
sick.
that was scary. That was scary. I'm gonna